Hi Slash, my name is Jane Cope and I have a story from 1992 to share with you. I call it the Great Heineken Debacle, and this is going to be my pre-show movie. In 1992, you guys were playing at the Target Center. We went up to get a beer and they had stopped selling beer very early in the venue and we were kind of complaining, and a group behind us said, "Hey, join us, we're going backstage, you can come have beer back there." So off we went. They put us into a room, dressing room. We went into the shower and we're smoking cigarettes, and in walked a band. Nobody really knew who they were, but I sure did. And in walked Chris Cornell, who immediately scolded us for smoking in his shower. He was a singer. He didn't like cigarette smoke, all while he had a cigarette in his hand. As we left that room, I had a pretty big purse, and there was a bunch of catering stuff and a big bin filled with Heinekens. So I filled my purse full of Heinekens, and they walked us down the hall, put us into another room, and asked us to pick a cover, an album cover, one or two. In came Guns N' Roses, of course, minus Axl. But we got to chat and hang out, and Duff asked me where I got the Heinekens. I said, well, we were in Soundgarden's dressing room and they kind of kicked us out because they didn't like how we were behaving. So on my way out, I took as many beers as I could and shoved them in my purse. He said, "Oh, I love Heinekens." So I handed out beers from my purse to everybody in the band while you guys signed this. And before we left the room, I had you sign the Heineken bottle to my son Taylor, who at the time was 2. And we went back to our seats. When I got there, I realized I had this album cover, but I didn't have the Heineken bottle, and I had no way to get back there. Fast forward to 2016, you guys are playing in Chicago to a sold-out Soldier Field. My family and I go for dinner to an Italian restaurant, and there seated next to us is you. My son immediately ordered a Heineken and said, "Mom, this is our opportunity to get that bottle signed." We sat there and watched you guys eat. We snapped a bunch of pictures over my dad's shoulder, who was 75 and also pretty excited that you were seated right there. But there just wasn't an opportunity to interrupt you. You guys were sitting there eating. Nobody had a clue who you were. So we sat there, we left. There you are behind my dad. There's my kiddos. And there's you eating. As we were leaving, we got up and my son was so disappointed in me, but I just said, "I can't interrupt. Nobody knows who he is. They don't get a lot of opportunities to do this without being pestered." So we left, and on the way out, one of your table mates had dropped his cell phone on the floor. I picked it up, I handed it to him. You looked at me and smiled, and we walked away. No bottle signed. Last night I'm sitting at a bar, local bar, and this ended up on my table. I don't drink it, but it ended up there. I figured it's a sign, so I'm bringing it tonight, and I'm hoping that you can sign this bottle for my son Taylor, and we can end and put a happy ending to the Heineken bottle debacle of 1992. Thanks. See you in a little bit.